Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach. Here to talk about porn. Tonight, we're going to be reading from one of my favorite books, Unwanted by Jay Stringer. Jay Stringer. We're just going to open up to a random page. Page 122. No, let's not go to that page. A new sexual story. A new sexual story is possible. We're not going to read that book. I like reading The Porn Myth to get this started. Here we go. Here we go. What is going on tonight? I have a feeling. Like and share, people. If you like my content. Buttons don't do anything. That one does. Well. Oh, that turns my camera off. Amazing. Love that. Use that when I go potty. All right, welcome everybody. Is porn cheating? That's the question. That is the question. We're going to get started here and read myths about porn. Page 171, myth number 23 about porn. I will never be able to regain my spouse's trust after sneaking around with porn. Page 171. What book is this, you may ask? This is The Porn Myth by Mr. Matt Fradd. Matt Fradd. A non-religious presentation of the problems with porn coming from a Catholic priest. Or Catholic. I don't know that he's a priest. Pints with Aquinas is his YouTube channel. I will never be able to regain my spouse's trust after sneaking around with porn. When you stood before your family, slipped that ring on your spouse's finger, and told her you would forsake all others, I doubt there was some small print written somewhere that read, except when I want to sneak off to masturbate before digital prostitutes. It's like I've said this before. I'm just going to read that again. When you stood before your family, slipped that ring on your spouse's finger, and told her you would forsake all others, I doubt there was some small print written somewhere that read, except when I want to sneak off to masturbate before digital prostitutes. Deep down, despite all the excuses, this is not the kind of husband or wife any of us want to be. Do you want to be the kind of person who loves someone for the rest of your life, gladly sacrificing yourself for the good of that person, experiencing an intimate, personal, and sexual bond? Or do you want to be the person who sneaks off late at night to have an intimate encounter with your computer? Which one of those sounds closer to the wedding vows you spoke and the person you wish to become? Still, when a spouse discovers that her husband or his wife has been sneaking around watching porn, it can feel absolutely devastating. It is a traumatic discovery in the sense of the word, in the truest sense of the word. Hey, what's up, Christopher? I have a question. Why do you do these lives so often? What kind of question is that, Brooke? Why do I do these lives so often? Well, because my name is Austin Hamilton. I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men dealing with porn or sex addiction and women dealing with betrayal trauma. Why do I do these lives so often? Because I am passionate about helping people have better relationships and live into a new sexual story, one that is more life-giving as opposed to soul-sucking. I know how lonely it is to be stuck in an addiction to pornography. I also know how devastating it is for a partner to be on the other side of a betrayal. So why do I do these lives so often? Well, to maybe make an impact on one person. Maybe make an impact on one person that it could change their life and set them on a new trajectory towards relational wholeness. I think we do that sometimes around here. What's up, Trina? So often you're in withdrawal. Yeah, it's been a little less frequent lately, but hey, we're still here. We're still here. I need breaks too, people. Been so long since you've been on. Hey, I was on 2 days ago. Monday morning I was on. Morning for me, like 11 a.m. Pacific. Do you consider it cheating, Mr. Corn Coach? Well, I would agree with what Mr. Matt Fradd says in The Porn Myth. When you stood before your family, slipped that ring on your spouse's finger, and told her you would forsake all others, I doubt there was some small print written somewhere that read, except when I want to sneak off to masturbate before digital prostitutes. So I think that if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with somebody else, you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul till death do us part. If you deviate from that, whether it's with a person on the screen or otherwise, I think you've gone against the agreement and you're therefore cheating. What do you think? Hello, Kayla. Good to see you. When dealing with a husband's sexual betrayal, approximately 70% of wives fit the criteria for PTSD, often manifesting symptoms of fear, depression, anxiety, obsessive thinking, insomnia, hypervigilance, and nightmares. Spouses in this situation often begin to doubt themselves, caught in the immense insecurity of feeling the need to compete with a world of fantasy. Not surprisingly, these spouses often feel angry, lonely, exhausted, and in deep despair. Is it possible to regain the trust of a spouse who feels so hurt? In his book, Partners Healing from His Addiction, Dr. Doug Weiss uses a key phrase over and over. Believe behavior. Believe behavior. It's a good phrase, Doug. If you want your spouse to begin trusting you again, you must demonstrate trustworthy behaviors. Talk is cheap. And in the case of a partner who has been sneaking around watching porn for a long time, talk is even cheaper. Making promises or stating mere words of reassurance cannot rebuild trust. Now behavior can. I want to outline 7 vital steps for rebuilding trust for the sake of simplicity. I will assume that the offending partner is a husband who is attempting to regain his wife's trust, but the same steps equally apply to a woman attempting to regain her husband's trust. Believe behavior, Doug. Believe behavior. I'll go on a little side rant, and I think Dr. Doug Weiss is great. And actually, I won't talk about that. When am I normally on, Chloe? I don't have a set schedule, but typically 2 or 3 times a week from roughly, now that it's summertime, we'll be on a little earlier, like 8:30 p.m. Pacific time till about 11 p.m. Pacific time, roughly. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. Period. Missed you tonight, comma, hope to see you next week, period. Glad you're doing all right, period. I want to share, I got to edit out the names because I'm going to share the screenshot. I'll probably make a video of it. I asked the guys in my group tonight, are any guys here or maybe partners? I said, how long has it been since you watched porn? This is from the guys in my group that I just finished, my men's group. If you're a man and you want to stop watching pornography, or if you're a woman and you want your partner to stop watching pornography, I have a group for you. This is what the guys said tonight. It said, how long has it been since you last watched pornography? 11 months, a year and a half, 7 months, 22 days, 5 months, 18 months, pretty long, I don't know. 5 months, November of 2023, 1 year, 9 months, year and a half, 4 months, 9 months or longer. This is hot off the press. This is at 7:24 p.m. Way to go, guys. That's not even all of them. Way to go. All right, rebuilding trust in a relationship after a betrayal. Number 1, fully acknowledge the wrong. Fully acknowledge the wrong. It is vital for your wife to hear from you a clear, humble, honest admission of wrong. Don't just acknowledge the action. I have been looking at pornography. Acknowledge the nature of the action. I have wronged you by my selfishness, lust, and deception. Also acknowledge that you don't fully understand just how badly you've hurt your wife and that you agree her mistrust of you is warranted. I know I have crippled your trust in me, and I don't blame you. Still, I won't pretend to understand how difficult this is for you, but I want to understand it better. Promise to listen to her uninterrupted and without being defensive. Then follow through with that promise, no matter how painful it is to hear her words. Number 2, for rebuilding trust after betrayal. Never shift the blame. Never shift the blame. Acknowledge that although there may be underlying reasons why you have been obsessed with porn, you take full responsibility for your actions. Perhaps you were exposed to porn at a young age, or perhaps you think your parents could have given you a much better sex education. Perhaps you feel as if your habit has spiraled out of control into an addiction and you need professional help. These are fine things to share with your wife, but don't ever treat them as excuses. Your wife needs to hear you take full ownership of the problem. Or what I like to say, it's not an excuse, it's an explanation. It is also common for a woman to feel as if the problem is at least partially hers. If she had only been sexier or less of a nag, maybe you wouldn't have gone down this path of fantasy and deception. You must remind your wife that this is a lie. Tell her that porn is cleverly edited, high-octane sex, and no women can or should compete with it. Women everywhere are told that they need to be younger, prettier, and bustier. The last person a woman should hear this message from is her husband. In the arms of her husband, she should feel beautiful because she is. Oh, who wants to come on? Let me turn my guest thing on. If you want to come on and share if porn is cheating, in your opinion, I'd love to have you. Hey, what's up, man? Ooh. He didn't want to have the talk. This has helped me so much. Great. Like and share, people, if you don't mind. Wow, we're at 5,500 likes. Let's get that to 10,000. And share this too, please. Number 3, how to rebuild trust after betrayal. From Matt Fradd in the book, The Porn Myth. Number 3, purge all access points to porn. Do everything in your power to close off access to porn. Just as important, let your wife know what you are doing to close access. Many husbands are tempted, especially after a while, to feel as if all the safeguards are a bit childish and over the top. Don't think this way. It probably took you years to build up your porn habit. Don't be a fool and think it'll go away in days or weeks. It takes a mature man to acknowledge where he is weak. By closing off all the access points and potential access points, you will show your wife exactly what she needs to see, that you love her more than your phone. Excuse me. You love her more than your phone, more than unmonitored time alone, online, and more than your route to work that passes by the adult bookstore, more than your private email account, more than your secluded life where no one knows the real you or the real temptations you face. Number 4, encourage your wife to seek advice and help. Though you are the one with the problem, your problem has spilled over into your wife's life. Encourage her to talk to someone else about her feelings of hurt, betrayal, and confusion. Resist the urge you might feel to save your precious reputation by telling her to keep your porn problem a total secret. This only discourages your wife from getting outside help. Jellyfish, last year I tried to come on the live. Apparently I needed more than 100 followers. You've since gained 8. Well, great. You going to try to get on? What's up, Krista? Good to see you. Fellow 8. May not be cheating, however, it can easily turn into an addiction. Number 5, this is for building trust after a betrayal. Be incredibly patient with her. Be incredibly patient with her. You've been secretly hooked on porn for a long time. When the secret finally comes out, It can feel paradoxically frightening and relieving at the same time. For you, the secrecy or the resistance to change has been an enormous burden, but now things look brighter and more hopeful. Nowhere to go but up. This is often how the offended spouse feels. The revelation of your secret or the burden of carrying your secret has been crushing. Trust has been shattered. The world, as your wife knows it, now seems unreal to her. She might be questioning everything she ever believed about her marriage and about you. Be patient. Don't expect her to, quote, be over this because the secret is out or because you have made vows to change. And don't push sexual intimacy with your wife soon after divulging your secret either. Spouses vary in their responses when it comes to discovering that their husbands have a porn problem. Your wife may find the idea of sex with you repulsive, wondering whether you are just using her as a warm body as you replay pornographic scenes in your mind. Or she might be the opposite. Sex might help to reassure her that things are still okay. Either response is very natural. What book is this? This is called The Porn Myth. Alicia, how's it going? The Porn Myth by Matt Fradd. Welcome, Alicia. Whatever her reaction, you should pursue romance with your wife in non-sexual ways. Porn unfortunately trains us to desire sex without emotional engagement, to approach sex with a consumer mentality. To counteract this, you should pursue emotional engagement with your wife and let sex be the overflow. Show non-sexual physical affection, cuddling, hugging, or kissing. Be vulnerable. Have heart-to-heart conversations about your memories, dreams, and hopes. Spend quality time together. Find ways to serve her. Surprise her with romantic gestures. Why am I not answering your question? What's your question, Channy? I don't see a question. It probably got filtered. Sorry. Have you seen the Tim Tebow review? It's been all over TikTok. I saw a couple things. What is that about, Krista? Oh, he's going on like the child exploitation, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Somebody, I pulled up a Facebook thread about this, and somebody goes, I'll get ahead of this one. Tim didn't unalive himself. That's morbidly funny. You get it? It's like, now that he did this, good for him, though. Well, what if you're going to work and you need to rub one out? We all know we get the magazine into it. Yeah. Gosh. Why don't you come on here and chat? Little Mania 420. All right, we'll bring a guest on here. Hey there, what's going on? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi.
I
Did you
didn't
mean to come on
realize
here?
what I did.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well, now you're here. Do you want to talk?
Well, I consider it porn cheating to an extent,
Okay.
depending on how often is it done secretly. Um, are you hiding it from your spouse? I do understand, especially men who want to watch porn occasionally, but when it becomes a problem in the relationship, yes, I do
Okay.
find it a problem.
Okay.
Absolutely.
When it
My
becomes a problem,
ex,
you find it to be a problem?
yeah, my ex as I said, was on it daily, decided he was going to cheat. And then when I discovered that, he threw in my face that I had let myself go after cancer, and it just all snowballed from there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the most comfortable talking, more so reading. So I really just kind of want to watch if that's okay.
Sure.
Um, yeah,
Yep.
I've never actually talked on one of these before, ever.
Okay.
This is the first time, but it's interesting to watch people's opinions
Mm-hmm.
and their statements on what they think. Do you consider it cheating?
Stick around and find out.
Okay. How do I take myself off of this?
I'll kick you off. Yes, I would say pornography is cheating. If you're masturbating while watching strangers have sex and you're in a committed relationship, I'd say that is cheating. Matt Fradd says it like this: when you stood before your family, slipped that ring on your spouse's finger, and told her you would, quote, forsake all others, I doubt there was some small print written somewhere that read, except when I sneak off to masturbate before digital prostitutes. I like that. I'll bring another guest on here on just a second. I want to finish reading this one. Whatever her reaction, you should pursue romance with your wife in non-sexual ways. Porn unfortunately trains us to desire sex without emotional engagement, to approach sex with a consumer mentality. To counteract this, you should pursue emotional engagement with your wife and let sex be the overflow. Show non-sexual physical affection, cuddling, hugging, or kissing. Be vulnerable. Have heart-to-heart conversations about your memories, dreams, and hopes. Spend quality time together. Find ways to serve her. Surprise her with romantic gestures. Man, I'm going to talk about these in my groups. Spoiler alert, guys who are in the groups. Yeah, he has a lot of good stuff. Basinta. Number 6, become accountable for your technology use. Most people who have a dysfunctional relationship with porn also have a dysfunctional relationship with technology. You might have the mentality, what I do online is my own business, no one else's. It is my time. This has enabled you to create a private world of fantasy. This mentality needs to change. One of the best ways to do this, it has helped me and countless others, is to use accountability software. Unlike filtering software that is typically used for kids and blocks adult websites, accountability software doesn't block anything. It lets you go wherever you want, but every week or so, an internet report is emailed to someone of your choosing. This report has great benefits. Yes, this is Seth Rogen. For one, just the knowledge that someone will likely see a record of all the questionable places you've been online is enough to nip temptation in the bud for a lot of guys. Second, if you do slip up and watch porn, you've already made your confession to others. They already know the dirty details, so there's no option to hide or minimize things. This keeps you honest. Third, it really shows the people you love how serious you are about changing. It tells them, my life is open to you. I don't want any more secrets. Although there are a few accountability-oriented programs out there, the only one really worth its salt is Covenant Eyes. After testing some of these programs, I found that this one consistently works the best. That's his opinion in this book. It's a little old now. I mean, not that old, but... It seems offensive to someone who has relationships with false adventures as someone who's realized. My only complaint is that a lot of books are men-focused, but I found a lot of women with the problem. Yeah, I mean, even him in this chapter, he oriented it towards men as though they're the offenders. But I get it. It's statistically more prevalent, but it certainly goes both ways. All right, I'm going to bring a guest on here. Putty. Hey there, what's going on? Hello.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Not too bad.
Is porn cheating?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Okay. Tell me more.
I am the devil.
Okay. And?
Porn is not cheating.
I got that. Yeah. Tell me more.
Tell me more, tell me more. Can we? Na, 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 na. Tell me more,
Do
tell
you have
me more.
anything intelligent to say?
No.
No. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Hey there. What's going on?
Hey, hey.
Hey. Tough act
First
to follow.
time, first top, this is my first time speaking live.
Okay.
Awesome. However, porn is cheating. I just
Okay.
got married in November. And when we watch it together, it's no big deal. But the more and more, if I would watch it without him, it it makes me fantasize on other aspects of bad, like wanting other things opposed to my partner.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay. So
I
you
don't
watch
know if you
porn.
would agree.
You watch porn with your partner, but
Yes.
but when you watch it without your partner, it makes you think what?
It makes me feel as though I'm cheating on him,
Got it.
along with fantasizing about other relations with other people. And that will bring you to a dark side of wanting to step out. It could cause a whole bunch of problems, which I would think.
Okay.
I mean, would you agree? Or
Yeah. Well, my question for you would be, why do you do that?
why do I do what?
Why do you watch pornography?
Why do, oh wow. I would have to seriously really think about that. Oh wow.
All
I'm
right. Take a second.
dumbfounded right now, and I apologize about that. I'm dumbfounded about it. Uh, fantasy,
Fantasy.
yeah.
Okay. What are you fantasizing about?
Um, just the noise aspects, and how I can role play with them.
The noise. Like
Yeah, the
two pieces of
noise,
bologna slapping together?
pretty much,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to get down to it, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's it's about the distractions and where I don't have to be so loud where he's thinking, okay, well, I'm making my wife happy, and there's someone that's not an actual live human being in there,
Okay.
like a third party.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Like, have you been drinking tonight?
absolutely.
Okay. Got it. Is your partner there?
Yeah, no, he is not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
we just got back from a pool game.
a pool game?
Yeah, we're shooting pool.
Oh, shooting pool. Got it. Okay. Okay.
And I'm just waiting on him so we can watch porn together.
Oh, and slap that bologna together?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, when he's there, will you come back on here?
Sure.
Okay. How long do you think that'll be?
Probably about 10 minutes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, go ahead and request again, and we'll chat. Okay.
Perfect.
No baloney though. This is a PG PG
Oh,
live.
yeah. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
PG.
yeah. Totally.
Absolutely.
PG. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
All right. Later.
All right. Bye bye. I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Emlo, did you actually want to come on here? I see you requested there. I don't know if you actually wanted to come up. I'll bring you on if you want, but last time you wanted to come on live, I wanted someone who has following. No, it's not about that, Jellyfish. It's I probably was having people have their cameras on. Sometimes I do that, but no, anybody can come on here. Even Putty, you will bring him back. Putty, you got anything intelligent to say this time?
What's up, brother?
Hey. Do you want to share anything, like for real?
Porn.
Yeah.
Is
okay.
it bad?
Drew Abigail. Have I heard of Theology of the Body? It's Catholic writing. I've heard of that. Hey there, what's going
Hello,
on?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. So I just wanted to say that I think watching corn with your partner is reasonable. That's something people choose to do together. But I feel like when your partner is there fronting themselves whilst fantasizing about another girl or another man, it's a whole different aspect. It's a whole different thing, because they're searching up what they want to see. They're putting their hand whilst looking at this other person, imagining that's them. If they was in front of that person, they would have done it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, are you 18 or over?
18.
18, okay, got it. All right. So you think that if you're watching it together, that's one thing, but if you're doing it alone, that's another thing. Is that essentially what I'm hearing?
I feel like if you're watching it together and you're doing it together and you've agreed to that and it's not affecting one another, then it's fine. But if someone in the relationship has said, I don't like you doing this, but then you sneak behind their back to go and do it, it's a whole different thing. I do believe that is cheating.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Are you in a relationship?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you guys watch porn?
I don't, but he's a porn addict.
He's a porn addict. Does he do it behind your back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you think he's cheating?
Yeah, but he tells me that he'll change and this, that and the other, but I don't know if he will. Hence why I've actually came on this live. I was on TikTok just doing a bit of research and stuff. And then I seen one of your videos and I seen you as live. I thought I'd come on. Because I just thought, see what's happening.
Okay. So he's addicted to porn. He says he's going to change. Has he changed?
Yeah. So I've been with him 4 years now. We did have a half a year break over this stuff, and then I've recently got back with him. And through that time, I've kind of healed a lot, and I just thought, it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm not bothered. For the first month of us being back together, I knew he watched it. I didn't bother to ask. I just thought, it doesn't bother me at all, until I went on his TV, and one day I just randomly thought I'd have a look and see what he's watching. Do you know what I mean? He watches it on his TV in his bedroom. So I thought I'd have a look, and I just wanted to watch the videos that he watches, and it was just weird stuff. And I just noticed he started bringing different things into the bedroom, and just weird stuff was happening. He was watching the opposite version of me, and I don't know if that's just me being insecure, or I think to me that's him fantasizing about sleeping with another girl. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. You said you're 18. You guys have been together for like 4 years?
Yeah, we was 15 when we met. Well, to be
Okay,
honest, it's been a lot longer than that because we were speaking for ages, but we never ended up getting together.
got it. Okay. Well, I'm sorry you're going through that. Um, believe behavior. Believe behavior. Um, he says he's going to change, but he hasn't changed. How do you actually feel about that?
Um, so recently I haven't been too frustrated about it. I've just kind of left it and just thought it's not that deep, it's just porn. But all these feelings that I felt last time when we broke up have came back overnight. I did this 2 days ago where I went through and seen the videos he was watching, and it's just starting to make me feel sick because I genuinely believe if he was in a room with a girl who was putting it on him, like these girls do in the videos, I think he would cheat. I really believe that, but I don't want to, and I can't do anything with me just thinking that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I got you.
I don't know why I feel nervous, but I feel nervous. So I'm like stuttering and stuff.
No, you're fine. I mean, look, you're talking about something you probably don't ever talk about publicly in front of 170 people.
Yeah.
So it's totally normal. Your feelings are valid. Okay, your feelings are valid. There's an incongruency. What's up, Danielle? There's an incongruency, but I imagine, between what you think you're worth and what you're settling for. So the question is, if that's true, why are you settling for less than what you're worth?
Um, I don't know. I feel like I want to believe it. I want to believe that he can just stop because he acts like he loves me. I know I love him. And I believe that when you love someone, you can just use your heart instead of your dick. Sorry, in other words. And I just feel like he just needs to give his head a wobble and actually see what's in front of him. Because I have told him quite straightly, and when I tell him off for it, he cries and he tells me like he don't mean to, he feels bad when he does it and this, that and the other. But then I'm like, well, if you feel bad, why'd you hide it? Because he literally, I was at his not long ago, and when I went home, I've gone home and I just had a weird feeling that he was watching it, and I don't know how I knew. I just had a weird feeling. So I got home, I had a bit of an argument with my sister, and then I've called him and I'm just like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Nothing." And I was like, "Have you just been watching porn?" And he was like, "Yeah." So the second I've got in the taxi and came home, he's gone to his room and he's gone and searched it up and gone and watched porn. After I've just been there for about a month straight, and we're not a boring couple. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're settling for something less than what you know that you're worth, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So how much longer are you going to do that for if he doesn't change?
I think this will be the last chance. To be honest, I think the thing is, it's easy to delete. It's easy to lie. So I couldn't find out if he is or isn't. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm to find out he is carrying on watching it and he's not willing to change on something he knows is making me insecure and hurting me, then it's time for me to say goodbye because he knows I'm okay without him. I don't need him in my life. I'm totally fine. I just want him here. But if he can't respect me enough to stop, then that's his loss.
Yeah. So what's the request you want to make of him?
Just for him to respect me and just like I shouldn't really say this on the internet, but I've literally gone out of my way to give him stuff to fantasize over, and he's still doing this. So I just want him to be grateful of me instead of these random women who he doesn't know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. So, I mean, look, you can't change him. You can only change how you respond to the situation. And if there's something in you saying, hey, I don't like this, I don't want to tolerate it anymore, will your action become congruent with that? And if he doesn't change, hey, no problem. But that doesn't mean that you have to be in that relationship.
No, it's so hard though, because our families are intertwined. Like I'm so close with his family, and he's not that close with mine. But I just love his family, and I don't want to be away from them.
Yeah. Yeah. And what else could be true? What else can be true? You don't want to be separated from the family, but multiple things can be true at once. What's best for you? Let me put it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, thank you though. It's been nice to just kind of get it off my chest. But
Yeah.
I'll
Thanks
let
for
you
sharing.
have a good night anyway.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
By the way, I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men dealing with porn or sex addiction. We're doing a free mastermind event this weekend. Go to the link in my bio if you're interested. Free mastermind event, May 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It'll be myself and a few other creators in the space, many of whom you're probably familiar with. David and Eileen from Hope Beyond Betrayal. Jordan from That's Not Love. Caitlin from An Honest Love. Mandy from WTF Do I Do Now Coaching, as well as Dr. Trish Lee. She's got a great YouTube channel. I have a lot of people in my program watch her YouTube channel. Free mastermind event. It'll be in the evenings, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend. We've already got a couple hundred people signed up. We did this in January. It was great. You can come and learn, educate on the topic of not only porn addiction, but as well as betrayal trauma. It's a Zoom call. It'll be recorded afterwards if you're interested in that. So go to the link in my bio and sign up for that now. Free mastermind event, again, this weekend, May 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Sign up now. Sign up now. Let me pull up my sign up sheet. See how many of you guys actually sign up right now. There we go. Any branch / part of Infinity is still Infinity. We're all part of Affinity. Somebody ban that guy. Somebody ban that guy. I'll do it. Why am I quicker than my mods? Come on, mods. Just kidding. Mods are great. Yeah, you can come up. I'm gonna get off here. Actually, no. I'm gonna go. This is just a quick live. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm committed to going live every day until the mastermind. I'm also a coach, and guys, look, I am trying to sell you on something here. I'm trying to sell you on a better life. I know how lonely it is to be stuck in porn addiction. So if you or your partner are struggling with it, consider scheduling a call with me. I do a discovery call for $1. It's linked to my bio. Be the change you wish to see. Let's go. Signed up. Love that. I do a discovery call for $1 for a 30-minute call. I was just thinking tonight, I recently raised the price of my men's group, and I'm going to raise it again. This is your opportunity to get in now before I raise the price. When I raise the prices, I leave everybody at the old price, okay? So right now it's $199 a month. If you sign up for my group right now, it'll still be $199 a month when I raise it. I was just realizing how incredible of a value. I am tooting my own horn a little bit here, okay? So if you don't care for that or whatever, you can leave. The value that I have been providing in my groups is unbelievable. in my opinion, of course. And so if you're interested in what I'm doing, what with the community that we have, it's unreal. The men's group is $199 a month. That's going to go up soon. The women's group is still $99 a month for the betrayal group. That may go up in the future, but I don't know that I have the heart to do that yet. So anyways, if you're interested in that, schedule a call with me. Link is in my bio. Look at that. Someone just scheduled a call. So you can do that. And if not, that's fine. Give me a follow if you don't follow me already. So, great being with you all. We'll see you next time. I must say, you've slowly made me see things differently. That's great. That's what we're here for. We'll see you guys next time.